points and pride at stake for Minnesota United. They make 4 adjustments. Now the likes of Venegas, Molino and co, the international players, back into the starting 11.
Well, and Ramirez up top. Let's focus on that right away because I think he's been very effective up top. He's made some good runs, some good movement off the ball, but I think they want a little bit more from him up top. And in fact, Adrian, he said it was hard for him to keep Abu Danlani out of the starting lineup today up front because he has been training so well the last couple weeks.
And 4 adjustments for Real Salt Lake as well. Romando, the changing of the goalkeeping guard, Schmidt, Beckerman and Rusnak back in.
Well, we mentioned it earlier, Rusnak and Movsisyan up top. That is going to be a combination to be reckoned with. And Romando, he is always organizing leads in shutouts in MLS.
Even at this early stage of the season, the phrase must win and hanging by a thread have so easily trickled off the tongue. An evening glazed in uncertainty. Potential hazardous circumstances loom. Within the walls of this Minnesotan fortress lies possibility and opportunity. A win here today would be most welcome. It's Major League Soccer from TCF Bank Stadium. Minnesota United against Real Salt Lake. Callum Williams, Kyndra de St. Aubin and Jamie Watson, your commentary team. Kyndra, what are you expecting in the early stages? Salcedo switching the play here. Wingert, some looking ball in, Mulholland! Once again, Minnesota United staring down the gun into bleak obscurity again, question marks all round, and a real problem for the Loons.
I literally glanced down at my notes for 2 seconds in Minnesota United. A situation in the box here, look at that driven ball in. Calvo slips and tries to recover. You can see right there, and Mulholland somehow brings down the ball, finds himself wide open, close range. We talked in the pregame show and earlier on. First of all, that's the 5th goal allowed in the first 15 minutes of the first half for Minnesota United. We talk about...
The ball forward here for Ramirez, who goes first time, and it skips through the grasp of Romando. It would have been a complete disaster for Real Salt Lake. And falls kindly for them. Here's Venegas. Just then able to pick up Ramirez, but it's driven towards goal and in! Cue delirium at TCF Bank Stadium! A pathway opens for Minnesota United! And just look how much it means!
And persistence pays off. First a nice little run in behind. Look at Venegas, he stays with it, he cuts it in. Plays it across right on the 6. Maybe a little bit of an aggressive play, but Kevin Molino, but nonetheless, goes up for the header, chest down. And so much of that from Minnesota United is just staying with it. That ball, that entire offensive play wasn't clean. It wasn't 7-8 passes. Beautifully played through the middle and up top. But nonetheless, they stayed with it even after they almost turned it over a few times. Got numbers in the box and it paid off.
Tucking in towards goal. Viciously, full of venom the strike.
I will have to say this, Chris.
Into Movsisyan! Well read by Bobby Shuttleworth at the near post. Really important save.
Exactly. Area.
Here's Sonny. Steered up into the air, Movsisyan still loitering. Driven towards goal, it's a fabulous save from Shuttleworth. Back across the face, and Minnesota United just about survive. Here's Rusnak. And Sonny into Kyle Beckerman. Calvo's ball forward. Ramirez flagged offside. A little too eager perhaps, the Minnesota United forward. It's down by Ramirez. Was caught in 2 minds there. Decent looking ball in. And it forces Romando to tip the ball away to safety. Ibson's ball in. Downwards header! A gilt-edge opportunity for Francisco Calvo right on the edge of the first half. What an opportunity. And a firmly positive opening 45 minutes, Kyndra.
I love the energy from Minnesota United, what they've been able to do in creating these offensive opportunities. Again, numbers in the box. Calvo tries to head that one down. Just doesn't get quite the right angle on it, but Minnesota United with so many chances, so many good offensive opportunities, but also we have to think about the defensive side of things. They've been saved a couple times from Bobby Shuttleworth on that goal line, so let's see what they come out with in the second half.
A firmly entertaining 45 minutes here from TCF Bank Stadium. Real Salt Lake took the lead through Luke Mulholland early on, but Kevin Molino answering the questions that Minnesota United desperately needed answering. Wonderful play from Venegas over on the right-hand side, and Molino with a firm header into the corner. At half-time, it's Minnesota United 1, Real Salt Lake 1. So here we go then, second half underway. Big evening in Major League Soccer. Gargantuan evening for Minnesota United, searching for their first win in MLS. There's Ramirez, forward here for Molino, in towards Ramirez! Superman! Superhero! Superstar! Shining for Minnesota United!
I think the look on Nick Rimondo's face really says it all in that last sequence. Look at the positioning there by Ramirez. First of all, to hold off that defender, and how about that ball in by Molino? Ramirez has been riding that back line all night long. Splits the two center backs, who we also talked about, playing out of position there, with Winger having to slide into that right center back. Rimondo comes off his line, maybe help out to make up for that, and Ramirez slots that one home right over the top. Great run down that right side.
Well, here's Kadri in behind. Kadri! Fabulous save from Ronaldo. Well, that would have been quite something. Picked up by Molino. Kadri's ball forward.
Look at Rimondo.
A really awkward moment for Ronaldo. It is going to be 3. Is it going to be the day that Minnesota United have waited a lifetime for? The poster boy has another moment to savour. A catastrophic error for Nick Ronaldo, and Minnesota United lead by 3-1.
For a second there, I say Nick Rimando, look at him, so smart, coming off of his line, knowing that his back line is caught off guard, and Christian Ramirez getting in on the attack, and Rimando, as you said, a catastrophic, unusual, unheard of mistake by the veteran goalkeeper that leads all time in MLS with shutout, and now has allowed 3 goals on the night for Minnesota United, and Christian Ramirez not taking the pedal off the metal.
Here's Davis, flashed across the face of goal. Lovely ball in from Davis, and Christian Ramirez is really in the mood.
An ideal number 9, but
given away again. Here's Kevin Molino, Venegas! Under the Minnesota shadows, they fall again. It's 4. The Loons spread their wings and fly beyond their wildest dreams.
Maybe Jamie should just keep talking, because every time he talks, they get a turnover and they go on the attack. It's like that weird jinx in baseball that happens. Minnesota United, everything going their way, but it's not by chance. It's because of what they're creating. They're putting pressure on. They're not giving up. They're creating opportunities. It's not just Real Salt Lake mistakes. They're mistakes because Minnesota United is applying the pressure. Look at Adrian Heath. Again, the coaching staff. The hard work is paying off. How many times has Adrian Heath said to us, look.
helpful, and you're seeing that tonight.
Salcedo. Plenty of movement on it. Not enough to test Bobby Shuttleworth this evening, though. Here's Kadri. Ramirez. Here's Kevin Molino. Molino! Oh, he's missed it! A glaring opportunity. Decent looking ball in Movsisyan. He caught a hold of that, didn't he? He's done Lade. Straight down the throat of Nick Romando. Movsisyan in on goal. Movsisyan! Wonderful finish. It ain't over till it's over. Movsisyan with his second goal of the season.
And I think that's what Shuttleworth is saying right here. Come on, guys. We're in the 87th, 88th minute now. Let's end on a high note, on a positive note. Let's not let our guard down and let them get in behind. And that time, Movsisyan just gets in behind Justin Davis as he trying to track back. And a nice inside of the foot. Places that one home. Left corner, left side netting. Cleanly.
Movsisyan still going. Just clearing away.
Making me nervous up here.
It's over. The team that nobody wanted will be on the tips of tongues across the land. A first win in Major League Soccer for Minnesota United. On this day of days, smiles all round. So many happy faces around TCF Bank Stadium. This, Kendra, a day to remember.
And so many phenomenal performances. It wasn't just one or two players, it was a team effort. Everybody did their part, they played their role, they played the system they needed to play. They did what Adrian Heath has asked of them in training all week long, every single week. And look at him, he's going straight over to the supporters right now, and he's telling the crowd, thank you so much for being here. He's talked about it all week long, the importance, and he wants the players to do the same.
This just means so much. Look at Adrian Heath.
He took a lot of flack this week for one of his quotes, saying that it could quite possibly be one of the most important games in his club's history. But that's because he is so fired up for these supporters. It is so important to him to put a tremendous product on the field. They've worked so hard, and these fans absolutely deserve it.
The hairs on the back of thousands of necks stand. A phenomenal evening. A sensational evening. One to remember forever. A day that will forever be remembered as that day. Minnesota United victorious in Major League Soccer.